Hello, this is me, Shadowpool9000, giving you my thoughts on Infamous Second Son. Let me read something. Let me read an article, basically what this Infamous Second Son's going to be about. That Deslin Rosen is the star of Second Son. You probably know him, someone you like him. He's a 24-year-old who is absolutely convinced he's destined for greatness. Thought so greatness had managed to include him. He grew up just outside of Seattle with his great accidental calling upon crashing through his life. After resulting, I can't, whatever. After resulting with a furious bus wreck, he discovers he has ability to direct and manipulate and transform to smoke. He could have absorbed one of the passengers and he pulled it from the wreckage. Setting the scene, it's been having 7 years since Chronograph's episodes, and the world has clearly changed. Anyone who's showing signs of being a conduit or a bioterrorist is immediately handed over to the Department of United Protection, a government agency to create and ensure that it's never repeated which these events of Empire and Numere. So Deslin has been particular respectful authority find himself caught with the DUP dragon and his size to go quickly. Basically it'll be set and you'll see Seattle, it'll be set Seattle, Washington, you'll see a lot of landmarks, and it also has the calmer decisions of good and evil. And basically that's what the article said. Now, my thoughts. Okay, so we have a new protagonist. Cole is basically dead. We don't know, because Infamous 2 was kind of what the hell happened. Infamous 2, so the good ending. He basically saved the world from the beast. He was killed. He became the hero of Numere in the world. He died protecting. He died, and Zeke was kind of sad. And then they went back. I guess they were going somewhere, and his body was on the ship with Zeke, and then lightning happened. Lightning hit the boat. So Cole could be alive, but what an evil timeline? He becomes the beast, and conduits are alive, and he starts taking over the world with his new powers. Basically, what Infamous Second Son can be many ways. One, this character Deslin will having decisions like Cole McGrath did. He would have to be good or evil. Thank God they're having that concept in. I always loved the idea. So his powers are originally smoking fire. So it's more like a combination of Nick's powers, because if you see in Infamous 2, her powers are transporting, flying, but it also has, it's like smoky. So I guess he has interesting abilities because it looks very unique. And I really think that what are they gonna go for this direction? Because I have no idea what direction could they take. His powers look very weird and strange, but I really think that Infamous Second Son will be good. But you also know it's a sequel for this game, so I'm definitely getting a sequel. So I'm basically saying we got a new protagonist, we got some new info, and basically, if you have no idea what Second Son is, which is my idea, I think Second Son is an organization, which is basically, I don't know, kind of pushing for no more conduits anymore, and I really think that maybe, basically want to kill them, because the first one was all about founded by Kessler, aka Cole McGrath, in an alternate timeline of what if the beast destroyed the whole entire world. So basically I really think that the Second Son's goal is to kill and eliminate all conduits, and to purify the world. That's my idea of Second Son is, but what's happening? Because if conduits are alive, that means two things. One, this is the evil timeline. The first thing could be is another race spear. So who developed this race spear? Because no one could not possess the technology to build this thing. The first suns are destroyed. let me see. Dr. Wolf is dead. He designed it, the Ray Spear technology, giving Cole his powers. Everybody in the first Sons is basically dead. So one, it's probably a new Ray Spear, but who created it? It's probably gonna be a new Ray Spear. But I really think, if people having powers again, then what the hell happened? If this is the main timeline, what could it be? That are they a conduits being formed without Ray Spear energy? Are conduits coming back, but in a new way? That if anyone could be a conduit? Because in Infamous 2, they revealed that that anyone can be a conduit. Even animals can be conduits. So basically, anything can be a conduit. But it's also giving it's a gene. It's a conduit gene. It's giving superhuman powers. Basically, a huge basically radiation happens to one single person, and an explosion happens, and you gain powers. So basically, is what's gonna happen with him. So basically, his origin: he saves someone from wreckage, and then he discovers he has power of smoke. Since smoke is fire, so smoke is actually goes through the air. So he'll probably have teleportation and flight, because smoke can be anywhere. Like smoke could be in the air, it could fly in the air, but it also smoke can actually kill you. So basically, I really think that the powers make sense, but until we get more details of his powers, I'm not really sure. Well, I think smoke can be used in two ways. It can be used for flying. It can also be used for teleportation, and I think you could also manipulate smoke and turn into different weaponry, just like what we seen like in the trailer, like we see Deslin using smoke, like using kind of like in a pushing motion. So I really think that his smoky powers come from inspiration from Nyx, because Nyx's powers are really similar to his. So I really anyway, anyone can have these powers, because every conduit's unique. So this is very similar. This is very similar to Nyx. Yeah. In the main timeline, no one knows who the Beast is. So I'm thinking that in this timeline, maybe this guy is the Beast. You know, no one knows who the Beast is in the main timeline, in the real main timeline, when Kessler or Cole did not save the world, and everybody was dead. I think that this guy could be the Beast. If you look at him, he has the same exact abilities of Nyx, and in the trailer we see him making kind of like a tornado hurricane with his powers. So I really think that he could be, maybe he could be the Beast, and maybe this is the actual main timeline. Or again, there are many Infamous has been throwing alternate timelines. We got the Kessler timeline, which is the original reality, which Kessler, aka Cole, he had a family. When the Beast came, his family fled, but then many years later, the world has gone to hell, and his family has died. So then Cole, aka Kessler, has the powers of time travel. He only can go back in time, not forward in time. So also Kessler has Cole's powers. They're more advanced. In the timeline when Kessler guides himself to be the savior of killing the Beast, basically is the good timeline, which you know Cole dies. The second timeline is where Cole becomes the Beast. So there are basically there's so many possibilities, because this is throwing out of what if the main timeline of what if we have we have three different alternate timelines of good and evil and Kessler's timeline. But so we know that this game is gonna be in the PS4. We have no idea what's gonna come out. It looks like the game could be interesting. This is what our protagonist looks like. See the chain on his thing? I think this guy looks really close to Nyx. I think he looks like Nyx. But why does he look like a Dante? I don't know why. People are pointing that out, that he looks like a Dante. I think he is. I think he looks exactly like a goddamn Dante, and and here's another picture. That fire sparkly power to what the smoke is. So I really what I because one I trust such because one they gave the original Psychober trilogy was fantastic, and then they gave us the infamous pretty good game, pretty good so far. I really think that Infamous Second Son can go in many different ways, but the one thing is they have to do a lot of explaining. Is Cole alive? He could be alive, because one Cole can absorb electricity, and he also so he could be alive, definitely, because one the lightning kind of almost hit the boat, so I think the lightning probably hit the boat, and I think Cole was brought back to life. We don't know this for a fact because they haven't made Infamous game in 2 years since Infamous 2 came out, and then basically this is their new project, Infamous Second Son. So we get our protagonist, we get our powers, and we get our origin, and we also get some idea about what the game could be. And basically, what I think, when I read this basically, I think that the protagonist looks alright. I'm not really a big fan of this protagonist. Everyone must love Cole, because one, you actually feel for him in both realities of timeline. I actually feel for Cole, but this guy kind of looks like a thug on a street, ready to kill someone. Because in the original two, you actually having decisions that would impact the game, like would it be evil or good? I hope they have that idea, that actual feel for the characters. Actually, Nyx may be evil and heartless, but I actually feel for all these characters. I hope they have that strong connection between relationships in the game, because one, they have strong relationships in Infamous. This is my opinion. But Infamous 2, they dealt with the relationships in both timelines. It was fantastic what they did. And I really think that I cried both two endings when I played it, and I really think that if they go in this direction that he's a bad guy already, that could really be good. I watched all the Infamous videos about Infamous 3 could be about, but I really think that those discussions are dead. Cole is no longer the protagonist, which really sucks, because I think Cole I think Cole is really relatable. Really, I actually feel for him and I want to cry for him. But I really think that what can they do what are they gonna do that passes Infamous 1 and 2? Because those two games are classics and interesting adventures. Because I hope they have that. I hope they still have that comic book vibe that they gave in their cutscenes. They're like their intros and cutscenes. I hope they still have that. I really think that this game. I hope this game is good. I hope this game lives up to the fans' expectations, and I really hope that the game doesn't look like crap. Because one, I don't really like how the protagonist so far. Is he evil or good? Because usually in Red, whoever has red powers are usually evil. Is this guy evil already? Actually, I don't really feel for him. If they give us a demo, I'm probably gonna get a demo probably at E3 or PAX, whatever. But I really think that if they want to impress us, they have to show at least more details about the game. At least get one of the representatives of Sucker Punch and at least give an interview. What the main protagonist is gonna feel like. I actually want to know more about the protagonist in the actual game. Because usually heroes in the games are usually good in this franchise, especially Cole. So what are they gonna do that makes Cole looks like he died? Because no one knows if he died, and that's a cliffhanger. In both endings, they gave us major cliffs. What will happen to Cole in both timelines? So what the hell is gonna happen? And I really think that um, that I really think that if the game is good, I hope it's good because Sucker Punch makes good games, and not that many games haven't come out called Sucker Punch, but they made a trilogy. Well, they made two trilogies because now Infamous is a trilogy now. But that I really think that Infamous is a great superhero game besides Batman Arkham City, but this feels like an actual comic book franchise. It feels like a comic book, it acts like a comic book, and it is a comic book game. And I hope that Infamous Second Son leaves leaves Expedition Scribe. And I want to know more about Infamous Second Son. These are my thoughts on Infamous Second Son and what to expect in the later future. Goodbye.